We're having a wonderful time here at this year's Flying Cruise In, and I'm with Marvin Dunlap. Marvin, you brought 12 very unusual airplanes all at once. What a sight. And what kind of airplanes are these? And tell us what's different about these airplanes compared to the other ones we see out here.
Well, these are called Ercoupes. The early models, built in 1946 by Engineering Research Corporation in Riverdale, Maryland, are they're the first stall-proof, spin-proof airplane designed to be extremely safe. They're almost impossible to ground loop because the wing tip is so high off the ground, and it's situated so that like one wing would be 14 feet off the ground in order to touch the other wing. So it's almost impossible to ground loop. In the early versions, the 46s and 7s, they're stall-proof and definitely spin-proof. The later models, like the one behind me here, is called an Elan. It was built in the 60s. In 46, they built 5,500 of the first ones, and then after that, Forney built a couple of hundred in Carlsbad, New Mexico, and then Elan built a couple of hundred out in McPherson, Kansas. And each time the company name changed, there were improvements. For instance, this one behind me is faster. It has more horsepower. It has a higher gross weight, but it also has rudder pedals so that it will do all the things that a normal airplane will do.
And I know a little bit about them myself, being a pilot. This airplane originally did not have rudder pedals. You
No.
just kind of drove them on the ground like a car,
That's
which
right.
to a pilot, that's very unusual.
Yes. The early 46s were no rudder pedals at all. The rudders are tied to the aileron, so you get a coordinated turn, and they're differential rudder and aileron so that it takes out all the adverse yaw, and designed to be extremely stable and extremely safe.
Well, you and your wife, you're president of the Ercoupe Club, is that right?
No, I'm the regional director
Okay.
for the Ercoupe Owners Club. The wife and I cover Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio.
And where do you live yourself?
I live in Michigan, just north of Ann Arbor.
And most of these airplanes, did they all come from Michigan today?
We have several here from Michigan, but we also have, for instance, the one behind the camera there is from down just below Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have others from Indiana that are here. But yes, several of them were from Michigan.
Well, we really appreciate you sharing these airplanes here at the Flying Cruise In. I know you met over in Kokomo, and you and your wife did a lot of organization to do this for us, and Marvin, we really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We enjoy doing it.
Okay.